Hello, friends. Welcome to Animal World. I am your host, and today we are looking for the story of lost elephant calf. Once upon a time in the heart of the African savannah, there lived a herd of elephants. They were gentle giants with big hearts and even bigger dreams. The herd was led by a wise matriarch, a strong and caring elephant with a trunk as long as a tree. She was known for her gentle wisdom and her ability to navigate the savannah with ease. One day, the herd decided to march to a nearby watering hole. The sun was shining brightly, the birds were singing sweetly, and the elephants were in high spirits. Among them was a baby elephant. He was the smallest of the herd, but he was also the most curious. His ears were perked up, his trunk was held high, and his eyes were shining with wonder as he took in all the sights and sounds of the savannah. As they approached the watering hole, a sudden storm rolled in. The sky turned dark, the wind began to howl, and the rain poured down in torrents. The elephants panicked and started running in different directions. The baby elephant was separated from his mother, and he found himself alone in the middle of the raging storm. Lost and afraid, he wandered through the dense jungle. The rain was coming down in buckets, the wind was blowing fiercely, and the thunder was roaring loudly. The little elephant was scared, but he knew that he had to keep going. He didn't know where his mother was, but he was determined to find her. As the storm began to subside, the little elephant came across a tall giraffe. The giraffe was calm and collected, and she was not afraid of the storm. She had seen many storms come and go, and she knew that this too would pass. The giraffe saw the little elephant and asked him, "Little one, why are you out in this storm? Where is your mother?" The little elephant explained to the giraffe what had happened, and the giraffe offered to help him find his mother. Together, the giraffe and the elephant walked through the jungle. The giraffe used her height to look over the tall trees and bushes, while the elephant used his trunk to move aside the branches that were blocking their path. They walked for a long time, and the little elephant was beginning to lose hope when suddenly the giraffe stopped. She had heard a familiar sound, and she was sure that it was the sound of an elephant trumpet. The little elephant's ears perked up, and he could hear it now, too. It was a faint sound, but it was enough to give them hope. The giraffe and the elephant followed the sound, and soon they came across a small clearing. And in the middle of the clearing was a group of elephants, and among them was the little elephant's mother. The little elephant was overjoyed. He ran towards his mother, and she was so happy to see him that she lifted him up with her trunk and swung him around. The other elephants were also very happy to see the little elephant, and they welcomed him back to the herd with loud trumpets and gentle nudges. As the sun began to set, casting a warm glow over the savannah, the herd of elephants started their journey back to their home. The little elephant was tired, but he was also very happy. He had been through a lot, but he had also made some new friends along the way. He remembered the kind giraffe who had helped him find his way back to his mother, and he waved his little trunk towards her as they passed by. He also remembered the playful meerkat and the colorful parrot who had cheered him up when he was feeling down. The little elephant was grateful for their help, and he knew that he would never forget them. Finally, as the stars began to twinkle in the night sky, the herd arrived back at their home. The little elephant was safe and sound, and he was surrounded by his loving family. He snuggled close to his mother, and they all slept peacefully under the watchful gaze of the moon and the stars. And that is the story of the lost elephant calf, a story of courage, kindness, and finding the way home. What did you think of the story? Do let me know in the comments section below, and be sure to stay tuned for more exciting stories from the animal world. Goodbye.